All right, cool. So we're here. We're in this right now, Philippa. I'm glad to be in space with you. It felt like it was time to, well, actually, to tell you the truth, I just want to be in co-creation with you. And yeah, I'm happy you and I get a chance to play in a number of different capacities. And I'm happy to bring it into this space and also just build off of our relationship to go even further, even deeper, to uplift and explore and beyond. So I'm happy to be in conversation with you. In a bit, I'll set us up a little bit more powerfully for the type of conversation we're going to have here today. But I want to just know what's going on in your world, what's on your mind. There was something you were going to say beforehand before I hit record, so I want to make sure we don't lose that.
Yeah, no. It was this what that you were talking about this morning in another sort of group that we're in, and it was like, when you're in your power, there are less questions, you know where to go, and also the questions you were asking about, you know, stepping into your power. What is that like if you actually do that? And that was actually sort of something that I'm bringing into this room today. So I'm bringing in something that I want to talk about at the same time as I'm consciously and intentionally stepping into my power as I do this, so that I can truly feel the real questions, not the how can you help me, but the I'm in my power. I have less questions about the how. Let's be in this space where we're exploring why it is I was struggling to feel around a place. This is this area I want to bring up. So that was what I wanted to say. So yeah, I'm here in my power.
There we go. This is it, Philippa. Like, and I know you to be a powerful person. So here goes the thing about the way that I choose to play the game. What most people don't know is that I do hold people accountable. I just never hold them to any of their actions or things they say that they're going to do. I hold them accountable to who they are, right? And so I've seen you in different spaces, and that level there, that's what's going to be here, right? If we're out of power, and I'll play the game myself too. If either of us, let's call this, let's give this a name, because this will be a tool that we can use here. A lot of us here, let's call this the PeekABoo Power game, right? PeekABoo Power game. And anytime that we feel out of integrity with our own power, or we're like, you know what, that question didn't really feel like it was in my power, or my response wasn't there, or whatever it is, we'll just call ourselves out and be like, PeekABoo. Okay, yeah. PeekABoo, I see you.
Great.
Now let me try that again.
I like that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
PeekABoo Power game is what we're playing here. And let's also just kind of let's align for ourselves on like, what does power mean for us here, right? Stepping into your power. Because the ultimate question for us that is the World Joy movement, that is the space, is just like, how do we create a world of joy? That's the question that it's like, that every time we come together, like that's the overarching question. And we're just like, rather than, you were there in the conversation to help me step into the power of that question, rather than being in a place of, let me try and figure it out on my own, you invited me to play, and to play every day, and to play with people. So such that question that I was stuck trying to figure out in the corner became a place that like actually is fueling the power of this space. And instead of it being Niyama in isolation, trying to find out the power of the movement, it's let's figure this out together. Let's figure it out together. So I'm really happy to play in this space with you here. I'm really happy to play in the space of power. And I think, and when I look at our power, when I look at my own power, I can put it in the context of being in the ownership of the gifts, of the strengths, of the impact, of the way that people and situations around you change simply because you are there. And making sure that, like, to me, being in that power, it might involve you talking. People in their power might be able to really be in their power just from a simple look. So there's so many different ways of expressing it, but this is really around the ownership of what truly makes you impactful in the world, and owning who you are. Are you in agreement with that when I say like power? Like,
I'm seeing that. I'm thinking Yeah, in actual fact, it really is. It's about this. It also connects to this sentence of, show up, be seen. That is actually what we say, stepping into your power. If you are doing that, just being seen, being present, I am here, can change the world. We'll send ripples. And like you say, that look, that silence, that being, even the energy, I think, when you really are doing that, when you come into a space and it's like, I am here, I'm not shrinking, I'm not puffing up, I am here, I'm standing my ground, I'm in my power, this is me. That is an energy as well that comes into the room that is very different when, and I do this, when I come in small. So I like to think, come in as a giant and don't come in small. So come in as a giant, and like there's kind of, it's like I'm doing it now. It's like a stance now, it's like this.
Let's get out of the like you're doing it now, and let's just do it now.
Yeah,
right?
let's do it. I'm in
let's
it.
Let's just do it now.
I realize
Perfect.
I'm standing here. I am Jedi Knight.
Okay. So Philippa, let's go ahead and play, because I think that's the space here. We're going to play the game of PeekABoo Power. And you're in it right now. There's no PeekABoo that's here. I'm in it right now myself. I'm seeing it here, right? I have a question for you. Today I want to play the game of PeekABoo Power through the lens of coaching, right? So I'm going to sit in here, and in this conversation, it's going to be a little bit less back and forth for me in terms of like, let's go ahead and both discover. We set up this conversation to really be in not just service of you, but in co-creation with you, right? In co-creation with you. And so are you good for that? Let me just check in with your power, check in with where you are right now for playing this game. Okay.
It's the World Joy Movement. Yeah. What was your greatest insight from this conversation? And if you want to come and be a part of a conversation like this live, it's really simple. Just go to beworldjoy.com and come introduce yourself, and let's take the conversation to the next level, because you're there now. All right, let's play.